Good morning and welcome to my March garden tour. I'm Dave with Organic Gardening in North Carolina, and if you are interested in growing nutrient-dense food, you are in the right spot. Make sure that you are subscribed and click that bell so that you get notified anytime my channel is updated or anytime I do a live stream. Let me turn the camera around and we'll see how the garden has sprung to life already this year. Okay, there's a whole view of the garden. I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom here where I usually do. Here's a kale plant. Here's some onions that I grew from the little, what do you call them? The sets, not sets, but the little balls that you put in the ground. They make like spring onions, but they'll go to seed pretty quickly. Okay, here's garlic. I got a nice row of garlic here. It's looking really good. I've also got some spinach growing here. And this is a brassica called rape. I haven't grown that before, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. Here's some broccoli that needs to be eaten immediately. Otherwise, it starts going to seed like this. Okay, this is Brussels sprouts. It's going to seed as well. Here's some watercress that's going to seed also. That's because this stuff wintered through, so it's actually in the second year. It's probably like a perennial type of thing. When it has a second year, it'll start going to seed. Some more broccoli and Brussels sprouts going to seed. There's more broccoli. Brussels sprouts. Yeah, there might be still some Brussels sprouts on there that we could eat though. See that? Yep, those were good. I was going to check my pomegranate over here. I planted it last year and it died because I don't think I watered it enough. And then it started sprouting out at the end of the year. So I have hopes that it's still going to come to life and grow, but I'm not sure. We'll see. These are my turnips that have gone to seed. They really have some nice flowers. Ooh, over there you can see the raspberries. I'm sorry, blackberries are going to seed. I need to get another layer of wood chips on this garden. Because look at all these weeds. Not supposed to have weeds in a wood chip garden. But I haven't had a chance to get my wood chips out. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of kale. That's going to start going to seed as well. I was going to look at my fig tree since I'm out here. Yeah, the fig tree's starting to bud. There we go. I was trying to see if there's any fruits starting to form on this one. I don't see any fruits. My other one out front has a lot of fruits forming. I'll have to do a fig tree video on that. Look at this goji berry bush. It's really come to life. It's got a lot of leaves on it. Let's see where we go. I put a dog kennel fence up here. I might run some cucumbers up there, or I have a kiwi vine that I'm probably gonna plant there too. If you guys saw my apple tree video that I just posted the other day, it took me a while to get that thing edited. So this is actually the apple tree that I showed in that video. It's really leafed out and it's doing really well. Here's a fig tree that is starting to bud out too. The early figs or the figs that grow on last year's growth are called a breva crop. And I'm not sure if this one's going to get some of those or not, but it's budding out pretty nicely. That is a JH Adriatic, by the way. Okay, here are my winter sown containers. Here is one that's full of onions and weeds. Here's another one with sweet Spanish, yellow onions. I'm planning to open those up and separate them out and put them in the garden. Let's see, here's some Swiss chard. Oh yeah, I see some Swiss chard down in there amongst the weeds. Here is tree lettuce. I should really open this up and transplant this tree lettuce out. Let's open it up and look at it. Oh yeah, look at that. How about that? I just put those seeds in the ground, plopped it out here, and haven't done a thing with it since. It's pretty amazing how winter sowing works. This is Ferrymore beefsteak tomatoes. Already sprouting out, even though it's been fairly cold. It's amazing that they're making it. This is Chadwick cherry. The reason there's not weeds in these couple are because I used potting soil, which is the way you really should do it. The other ones I put some garden soil in. Okay, here's some mortgage lifter tomatoes. You can see some tomatoes down there in the very bottom. There's a tomato plant. Probably others, but they're hard to see. Okay, I have some nasturtiums in here, which I've been opening this in the daytime because when the sun hits it, it gets pretty hot. And it looks like I need to give them some water immediately or they're going to be dead. This has Malabar spinach, which you can see in the lower left-hand corner. There's a sprout of Malabar spinach. This I planted lemongrass in. Not sure if there's any in there or not. I'll have to open that up and take a look. Okay, and this is Johnny's Big Beef. Look at those tomatoes starting to go. Amazing. Actually, we're supposed to get some rain today. We'll see. Here's some red Russian kale. I need to pick this and eat it or give it to the rabbits. There's some Swiss chard. That's starting to come to life. I planted that last year too. Here is my comfrey, some of my comfrey. Here's a sorrel that's going to seed. This is arugula that's going to seed. Walking onions here, which I come out, if I'm making a salsa or something, I'll come out and grab some of those. Here is some Dinosaur Kale going to seed. A radish that's going to seed. My flower garden is doing well. Look, it has some tulips coming up. My daffodils are about done. This has pretty flowers coming up there. This is just a wildflower garden that we threw some wildflower seeds. Look at those strawberries blooming. There are blooms all over the place. These are strawberries that have the nice big strawberries like you get in the edible arrangement type of strawberries, so I'm excited about that. I planted those last year, so I'm hoping we'll get a pretty good crop. It looks like we're going to get a pretty good crop for sure. Look at these raspberries. They're exploding. Look at that. Look at all that growth. Last month they were just starting to bud. Here's the peach tree that was a volunteer, came up without me planting it on purpose. See, here's some onions, more onions that I planted from the little balls. Forget what you call those things. There's another row of spinach through here. And guys, I need some help on this one because I really don't remember what this is. Don't remember what I planted here. It's really good. It tastes good. It's like nice and sweet. but I don't know if it's a weed or if it is something that I planted. If anybody can help me out with that, I would appreciate it. Excuse me. I'm expecting to see asparagus popping through here any day. In fact, there's one right there. I mulched it sort of heavy, so they might, oh, there's some coming up right there too. See that one? How about that? I see new things when I do a tour, don't I? But yeah, I mulched it pretty heavy, so it's got to come up through there a ways. But I'm excited to see that. Here's some cilantro. That's doing real well. Planted that last year. There's some more garlic. Starting to really go. Excuse me. There's some radishes that are about to go to seed. Here's my largest fig tree, which I pruned back pretty hard. You can see it's starting to sprout out. And I'm not seeing any brevas on that yet. My tree out front has a bunch of brevas. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to do a video on that tree itself. Then here's some other fig trees that I put in the ground. Just threw some sticks in last year. They're starting to bud out. I might graft some of that JH Adriatic on top of there. Some more cilantro. This is, I believe, mock. Here's another apple tree that I planted from seed. I pruned that back. Another apple tree. I'm not sure what this is. It made it through the winter really well. It might be oregano. Here's some more garlic. Starting to come out of the winter mode and starting to really grow. Oh, here's another raspberry plant. I keep saying raspberry, they're blueberries. This is starting to bloom. I just planted that last year, so hopefully we'll get some good production this year. Looks like there's some new plants coming out around here in the ground too, around the base. New shoots. Here's some speckled lettuce, which is, I really love the speckled lettuce. And here's some more kale that's going to seed. This is a curly leaf kale. As you can see, it's really pretty. You can use that for a garnish or something. I need some more of that lettuce. Yum yum. Some more kale and lettuce. There's some beets. This is some grass. What's grass doing in my garden? I said I need to get some more wood chips out here. There's my wood chip pile right there. Ooh, look at all this catnip. It's really grown since last month too. Here is peppermint tea. This is my favorite tea. This is my persimmon tree. It's starting to bud out as well. There we go, focus. Good job. And here's another apple tree. This is a Gala apple tree, which got some blooms last year. Looks like it does have some blooms starting here. Alright, so that's through my whole garden. Thank you for coming on this garden tour. I'll try to do it in the month of April this time. This is already April and I'm doing my March tour, but I have been running towards the end of the month, so hope you'll forgive me for that. Alright, hope you forgive me if I have some green in my teeth too, because I did munch a little bit on the way through this tour. Alright, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, I'll put a subscribe link in the corner here, right there. And alright, have a blessed day. I appreciate you stopping by, and I appreciate you commenting and subscribing. Alright, have a blessed day. We'll see you later.